Good day and welcome to the review video for Chapter 4, Employee Performance Management, and that is by our author, Laura Portales. Section 4.2 in our text includes a list of performance issues that, as a business leader, you may encounter. Of course, this list does not include every problem. Some of the misconduct on the list may be handled with a warning, whereas others may be cause for termination. There are internal and external factors that influence performance. Internal factors may be things like lack of job satisfaction or a perception of unfair treatment. External factors may be a lack of supportive manager, for example, and a lack of tools needed to perform your job. Discipline is a process that corrects undesirable behavior. Discipline in the workplace was not designed to be a punishment, but rather a way for employees to meet performance expectations. It is important for rules to be in a written document. They should be related to safety and productivity. They should be clearly written. The rules should be communicated with employees, and the rules should be revised if necessary. Although documenting the undesirable behaviors of employees can be uncomfortable, it is imperative that managers document and take the time to handle these situations. One of my favorite HR quotes, "Nothing will kill a great employee faster than watching you tolerate a bad one." An important term in the text is wrongful termination. That is when an employee has been fired or laid off without proper justification and/or proper documentation, possibly violating anti-discrimination. To avoid such situations, have a consistent way to manage employee performance. Figure 4.1 shows the process of handling performance issues. Please review. Many times, when there are performance issues, HR professionals may need to investigate, which includes an investigative interview. This is a time for the employee to be made aware of the issue and given an opportunity to explain. Weingarten writes, "Give union members the opportunity to have union representation in the investigative interview." Progressive discipline is a series of steps taking corrective action on non-performance issues. There is an example in the Options for Handling Performance Issues section of our text and an example of a performance improvement plan. Please read over the section called Alternative Dispute Resolution found in our text. Absconding is a fancy word for ghosting. It's when an employee stops showing up and they do not follow the resigning process, also called no call, no show. Sometimes companies may have to lay off employees to save on costs. Read over the section called Right Sizing and Layoffs. We have already covered the employment at will principle. Table 4.1 shows the state's acceptance of employment at will exceptions. Three very important terms in this section. First of all, wrongful discharge. That is a result of discrimination, an implied contract between employer and employee, a violation of public policy, and there is a lack of good faith and fair dealing in the firing. Whistleblowing is when an employee tells the public about ethical and legal violations. Finally, constructive discharge is when an employee resigns because the conditions are so intolerable that they have no choice. There are other important terms to review also in this section. Remember, some federal contractors and all federal grantees must agree that they will provide a drug-free workplace as part of the contract agreement. Please review the other information in the privacy rights section. This concludes our review of Chapter 4, Employee Performance Management. Have a wonderful day.